knows a whole lot more about them than I do, but I came to love and appreciate them last year when we were over on Reno Avenue. So again, just I think most everybody's aware we are having some plumbing issues. We've worked on it 2 days here. They worked right up till 5 o'clock tonight, but it's still not solved. So there's some instructions. I'm not going to go into them because it's embarrassing, quite frankly. But just follow the instructions on the door as you're going into the bathroom, and we will all be happy, 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 right? So Sheila, come on up, and let's get ready to welcome our special guest tonight.
So I met Rob actually many, many years ago. I don't even know, 20-something years ago. I was playing in a little band with one of my friends, D'Angela, and he was an artist too, and we were playing at the same coffee shop. And we all just built a rapport. We were Christians between, the group there. And I was like, that is a good human, and then life. And then when Facebook came out, here's some guy named Rob. And I'm like, what? That guy is still going. And so we kind of reconnected on Facebook. And we're so blessed to have him last year to come and play for us with his friend Ben. And this year, we are graced with his lovely wife, Jerry, which we think she may be speaking, but we're still not sure. No pressure. But we are so happy to have you guys, and great folks. You won't find any better. Love the Lord, Christ followers, and definitely using his love for God to reach others as he goes about. He plays in places that as church people, we may not have influence all the time, and he's going places that we can't. So we bless you, and we're excited to hear you play.
Thank you so much, Sheila. All right, well, this is my wife, Jerry, and while I'm setting some stuff up, she's going to say, I don't know what she's going to say. I'm very curious. So she's incredibly shy. So whenever I ask her, or whenever Sheila said, would Jerry like to say something? I was like, no. She'd like to hide in that corner over there and be the introvert that she is. And then I asked Jerry, she's like, I could do that. I'm like, I don't even know you. How does it work? Is this microphone still on, the handheld? Okay.
Hello? Okay. Hi, I'm Jerry. I'm Rob's wife. I was just going to give you a little history about us. We met in kindergarten. So, according to Rob, I was 2 days late for school. He didn't see me the first day. I wasn't there, he thinks, but I'm pretty sure I was there.
Oh, but when I did see her, I knew she was the one.
So that's what he tells everyone. He knew from kindergarten on that I was going to be his wife someday. But we grew up together. Our parents would do play dates. My parents would drop me off at the furniture store where his mom and dad owned, and we would play for hours on Saturday. And we just were best friends. In 5th grade, he sends me a note that says,
do you like me? Check 1.
He said yes or no, and I checked yes, and I circled it and gave it back to him.
You circled it twice, babe. Circled it twice.
So
it's pretty much our engagement. That's it.
That lasted about 2 weeks.
Then I saw her on the swing sets with Darren Motley. And it took a little while to get over that.
It took about 2 decades.
About 2 decades.
So it's a great story. We love telling it. But really, it's just the grace of God that brought us together. Through our 20s, we kind of, well, first of all, I was going to say, I came to know the Lord when I was 9 years old. I was part of a church bus ministry. The church bus came by my house, and I got on it, and my church bus ministry took me to church probably from till I was 5 years old till maybe 11. And then they stopped the church bus ministry, and I started going with my uncle. And it was that foundation that solidified my love for Christ. And
I have to say, I kind of strayed in my 20s. And so I got to a point where I just knew my life wasn't going the way it was supposed to go. And I was living in Washington State, and I was driving down the road one day. I was begging God, please bless this relationship I'm in. And it was not a great well, it was a decent relationship. It's just that there was no marriage in that relationship, and there was no love of Christ with my partner. He didn't believe in God. And I was just like begging God, please help me. Just bless this relationship. And I was driving to work. I worked at a hospital there. I was a registered nurse. And I was driving on I-5, just like beside myself, tears flowing, snot flowing out of my nose, just beating the steering wheel, begging God to help me. And I heard an audible voice that said, go home. And of course, home is Arkansas. It wasn't, and I knew immediately. I immediately sobered up, and it really shook me. I even turned around in the back seat to see who was in the back seat of my car. So,
and then you didn't.
I didn't come home right away, but I kept thinking about it. I thought about it for like 9 months, and I even told my friends, if this guy doesn't ask me to marry him, I'm going home after Christmas.
And it just so happens our dads ran into each other in a place that they shouldn't have even really run into each other.
That's right. And, my dad had recently changed jobs. He was working as the superintendent of the water company in Russellville, and he was asked to move to Danville to be this Russellville water superintendent there, actually the city manager. And my dad was at an airport in a dirt, I think they have one airstrip. It's like one hangar and one airstrip.
It's like a dirt road. Really.
Yeah. In Danville, Arkansas, working with the city on planning some things. And, of course, Rob's dad is a pilot, and he happened to be there.
So they flew in, and the very first thing on their mind is, well, is Jerry married yet? And he's like, nope. Is Rob married yet? No. Well, let's just switch these emails. Let's give these emails around. So we were in our mid-20s at the time, and like I said, she was Washington State. She was a world away. And we started talking via email finally. And when we did, I was just like, wow, I had just recently gone through a time of like, I don't want to date anymore because I do it so badly. I'm such a terrible dater. And she was in this relationship, so we just started talking as friends. And
Rob was speaking truth. He was, a lover of Christ, and he was speaking some hard truths to me. And I just felt I need that. That's what I need in my life. I need somebody that knows the Lord. And Christmas came, and there was no proposal. And so I thought, okay, I'm going back home. I'm going back home.
So, but we get to this point, though, where we're talking every day, we're texting every day, and it was expensive. This is back when you had to pay by the minute,
right?
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Thousands of dollars in bills, and kids don't understand that. But trust me, there was a time you paid for it. All right.
Yeah, $600 a month phone bill.
It was insane. But we were just talking all the time, and then she tested me. Did I tell you guys about this last time? She tested me. She was like, "Yeah, I'm thinking about bringing her boyfriend. I think about bringing him home for the holidays, and maybe we could all get together and we can maybe we could have lunch." And I was at the point in my life where like zero games. Like I just only said what I meant what I said. And I said, "Why don't you do that? Why don't you bring him home? And I will sit across the table from him, and I will tell him I'm going to steal his girlfriend and make her my wife and fill her with babies." This is what she said. Oh. She didn't have a boyfriend at the end of the night. It was, I made myself very clear and true to my word.
Yep.
Yeah, by the grace of God.
So, anyway, we've loved this life together. We've been married 21 years now.
Yeah, I know, right? Crazy.
We've raised two great kids, an 18-year-old and 20-year-old right now.
I mean, they're okay.
And My 18-year-old just moved out of the house last week. So
Mama's heart's a little tender.
Yeah. But we are
But Daddy's like, whatever, we're free.
officially empty nesters. So it's very nice to meet you guys. Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much for hosting it. Yeah.
And you're going to enjoy this next part.
I enjoyed this part. Yeah, thank you. That's my wife, Jerry. I was so curious what you were going to say. Yeah, I'm glad that's where that went. Before you watch some guy named Rob, you need to know he does not fold laundry. He'll wash the laundry, but he does not put it away. I don't even know where to go from that, darling. Thank you. Yeah. First Sheila's kind intro, and now lovely words from my wife. I should just play a song. I'd like to play a song I wrote called "Something Beautiful This Way Comes," and I had a friend whose wife was she was a sweet girl. He was a very kind man, and she just one day up and left. And I don't know, the more I tell this story, the more people come to me and they're like, that's exactly what happened to me, or it was he that did this. So I don't think this is quite as solitary as maybe as it could be. But he was so heartbroken when she left, and they didn't have any kids together, but he definitely wanted kids, and she wanted something else. So in the middle of his heartbreak, he told me this story, and this song called "Something Beautiful This Way Comes" came out. So this is that. See you driving in the rain, but your wipers won't work. Everyone you know has been kicked around and hurt. It's like you're sipping on champagne, but you're married to a jerk. Wrote that for you. Something beautiful this way comes. See, the road ahead is blocked, and that's where you set your sights. And everywhere cops turning on their flashing lights, or the sirens are screaming, and you sail into the night. Oh, something beautiful this way comes. Well, the highway's winding, the road turns south. I see a little smile come from the corner of your mouth. You wait for a bit, the good Lord ain't done. No, but someday, boy, something beautiful will come. Someday, girl, something beautiful will come. Well, about 18 hours away, there was a girl, and the same thing happened to her. I see you calling on the phone. All your numbers hit the floor. You can't find all the pieces of your life here anymore. It's like you're standing on a wave while you're searching for the shore of something beautiful this way comes. Well, the highway's winding, the road turns south. I see a little smile come from the corner of your mouth. You wait for a bit, but the good Lord ain't done. No, but someday, boy, something beautiful will come. Someday, girl, something beautiful will come. Well, the highway is winding, the road turns south, I see a little smile come from the corner of your mouth. You wait for a bit, but the good Lord ain't done. No, but someday, boy, something beautiful will come. Someday, girl, something beautiful will come. Someday soon, something beautiful will come. Someday soon. Thank you. Well, wouldn't you know that Arizona girl met that Arkansas boy, and they've got 4 kids together. And us, as a nice little touch, the people that went away and did their own separate thing, they actually ended up meeting really nice, really great people too. So, I mean, I don't know about you, I like a happy ending for everybody. If we can make it, let's make it as happy as we can. So that's called Something Beautiful This Way Comes. And let's see. So I've been stalking you guys. I can confess that, right? Yeah, I can. I had this whole, I was going to say that Sheila and I met, but she already told the story of how we met, and I was going to say that she was 5 years old and she was stalking me the way a 5-year-old would. But you guys know that's fictitious. No, we were fast friends with D'Angelo and Joey and everyone. What I've really been enjoying about your messages, Pastor David and Lisa, congratulations. Lisa has just done the college, the Bible college. Well done, well done, well done. So, first of all, excellent worship. Great job. Sheila and the gang. Sounds like a 70s thing. Sheila and the gang. Oh, Sheila. All right. I know you've never heard that song, right? I'm sorry. Anyone named Sheila, anyone named Sharona. I mean, there's just Amanda. There's so many names that have been Sarah. Anyway, what I've really been impressed with, though, is that you're preaching some hard stuff. And it's the hard stuff that makes us grow. And the humility. You know, like of all God's wonderful attributes, the one that doesn't seem like it would belong to the omniscient, all-powerful, all-loving Creator would be humility. And yet, it's really his strongest. I mean, he showed that through Christ, that while he had all the power in the world, he allowed himself to be crucified. So I'm so glad that you're hitting on that, and you're not pulling any slack. So this next song was inspired by watching somebody that I thought to myself, wow, they're really a jerk. Like they're really unpleasant. And I watched this person, I wrote this song, and I've told you guys, I think I told you guys this is called Many Are the Plans, which is ripped right out of the song, Proverbs. And I was singing this song ferociously for about a year. And then the Holy Spirit tapped me on the shoulder, and he's like, you like singing that song, don't you? I'm like, yes, I do, because I think of the jerk. And he lovingly, as he does, he says, that's for you. You wrote that for yourself. So I don't like this song anymore. I don't like playing it. I don't like singing it. I used to sing it with such ferocious enthusiasm, but now it just, ouch. So this song's called Many Are the Plans. And this is what happens, is that we start looking through life through our eyes, and we're like, well, I'm better than that person. At least I'm not that person. You know, but then God says, no, look through my lens. Compare yourself to Christ. Don't compare yourself to the person next to you. Compare yourself to me. And what did Job say? I spoke with words without knowledge. I will shut my mouth now. Many are the plans, many are the plans, many are the plans in a man's heart, baby, it's the Lord's way that wins. Don't boast about your future. Don't brag about your past. Don't tell of great things that you've done. Look around, great things don't last. Don't raise your fist to heaven like you think that you could win. God doesn't fear us any more than a man would fear an ant. Now know your place, will mind your tongue. Know where heaven stands. Don't boast about the things you've done. Your whole life's just one breath. Many are the plans, many are the plans, many are the plans in a man's heart, baby, it's the Lord's way that wins. Don't boast about tomorrow, tomorrow may never come. Don't boast about the strength you have, I've seen many strong men undone. Don't boast about that money you make, that money don't make you rich. Don't boast about your beautiful wife, I've seen many a man unhitched. Yeah. Many are the plans, many are the plans, many are the plans in a man's heart, baby, it's the Lord's way that wins. Yes, it is. Vaunt about your looks and not the car that you can drive. Looks come and go with age, you'll find, and cars wear out in time. You think you got it figured out, only trust in your own self. Many men pave their own road to heaven just to find themselves the gates of hell. Many are the plans, oh, many are the plans. Many of the plans in a man's heart, baby, it's the Lord's way that wins. Yes, it is. A day so dark is coming, a time will be foretold. Yeah, when everything under the sun with breath will be judged once and for all. Many are the plans, many are the plans, many are the plans in a man's heart, baby. It's the Lord's way that wins. Thank you so much. Thank you. There's not many places I feel like I can play that where people will understand what I'm saying there. So, but you've been preaching on humility, so you know how to lose friends and influence people. That's right. That's what our Lord did. This next song is called The Same Love. I got to record this at Sun Studio in Memphis, Tennessee, and it was a fun experience. And again, this is one of those private songs. I know what it's about. People will listen to it, and most people will say, oh, well, that's about a relationship. And it is about a relationship. But with you guys, be honest with you. Mostly because I can't see you very well. It's very dark, which is good. Let's keep it that way. I don't want to get shy. But this song is about, in Zephaniah, we're told the Lord sings over us. And one day I was pondering, it's like, what would the Lord sing over us? What would I sing over my children? What would you sing over yours? And I remember one time I was up in the Colorado Rockies. My parents would let me wander, but they would always say, don't go too far. You know, like, go play, go do, don't go too far. And I feel like the Lord is constantly, he's like, I want you to go. I want you to go. Just don't go so far that you can't get back. So that comes into play here. All right. You guys ready? when the night is hard, when the world is cruel, babe, I know who you are. Sometimes you're down, and sometimes you're out, and sometimes you can't figure out what it's all about. See, life was meant to break your heart, and pain it comes to try and steal whatever makes you fall apart. Love's gonna find a way to heal. Love's gonna find a way to heal. Oh, heal. Sure as water finds a way through every seep and crack. Don't go so far that you can't make it back. 'Cause when you cry, oh honey, I'd cry too. And should you forget, no one knows you like I do. Life was meant to break your heart, and pain it comes to try and steal whatever makes you fall apart. Love's gonna find a way to heal. Love's gonna find a way. You know the same love that breaks you down gonna be the same love that heals you, now lifts you. Same love that breaks you down. Same love that heals you, now lifts you out. Same love, gonna be the same love. You know the same love, yeah, gonna be the same love. Thanks very much. Sometimes you get little nuggets. You know, I think as an artist, as a creative person, I think people who are more attuned to listen are the ones that are likely to hear it, which is the ones that jot it down, which is why writers and poets and people throughout the ages have been able to speak truths into things. And sometimes I feel like God gives me a truth, like life was meant to break your heart. I think in the West we've adopted this philosophy that if it hurts, it's bad, you know, and that's a very human secularist idea, the concept of maximizing pleasure and minimizing pain. And it leads us to really dark and challenging places, where I think the truth is, through Christ, as he showed us by going to the cross, that we accept that life, part of life, is suffering, but there's no suffering alone. And that's why I grieve so deeply for my atheist friends who don't have a relationship, because they feel like they're going through it alone. I don't believe they actually are. I believe God's presence is with them, and whether they know it or not, he is still bestowing mercy on them, unappreciated. Surely as Jesus healed 10 lepers and only one came back to say thank you, all 10 were healed, right? It's that concept, though, that even through our suffering, especially through our suffering, we have an opportunity to recognize how deep the Father's love is for us. And you guys would be like, amen. All right, yeah. Yeah. You sound, okay, you guys sound better than me. That hurts. All right. That's the worst part about there being other musicians, and they're like, I could actually do this better, guys. That song was meant to comfort, and I wrote that song. I put it on the album "The Folkster," which is up here. I wouldn't call it a premonition, but I definitely had this feeling from God that I needed to put out an album that was soothing, that people could put on and put in, and that it would calm their hearts. And I was so happy to release The Folkster with that intent. Every song on there is meant to inspire. It points to Christ, whether it's overtly or whether it's subversive. It's all trying to get the flow of the heart to lead back to the one. So, and the next album was called The Adventures of Indie Boy, which was during the quarantine, did we not all go a little crazy? Right? So I started skateboarding again. Guys, I know, right? My wife, she didn't tell me this till later. She's like, that was your midlife crisis. I'm like, well, it hurt. Yeah. It turns out when you hit the ground at my age, it seems like it comes up a lot faster, the ground, than whenever we were kids. And it takes a lot longer to get up. This was a bad idea. But, yeah. Speaking of which, guys, do you know, this is my last night in my 40s. Like, tomorrow's my birthday, and thank you, yeah. I know, they're like, wow, he skateboards, and he still made it to 50. Congratulations. What a moron. Okay. But, yeah, I chose to spend my last day in my 40s with you guys because the last time I was through here, you were so gracious to Ben and I. You welcomed us in, and we knew it. I think I told you guys last time, we just had this really cool experience. We got to open up for John Fogerty from Creedence Clearwater Revival. And you think that of the trip, that would be the one that Ben and I talked about the most. But in the years since then, we always come back to, that House of Restoration. That was pretty cool. That was a good vibe. It really was. And what's crazy, and so I'm starting out the tour. We're starting it on this good note tonight. So I want to play you something off Indie Boy. I've heard that there's been a request for this song. I'm wondering if I should put it at the very end. When is the end? What? When the kids start crying, they're like, I want to go home. Yeah. So I'll tell the story since Jerry's here. She was on the couch, innocently enough, and she was scrolling through her phone, and then she started to giggle. And then she started to giggle some more, and then she started to laugh. And I'm like, well, clearly she's looking at pictures of me because it's making her happy. And I'm like, babe, what are you looking at? She's like, pandas. And I'm like, pandas? That's not me. And so she kept going, and she kept laughing. She went down the rabbit hole of pandas, and I just got, suddenly, the husbandly fury burned inside me, the jealousy. And I was like, why doesn't she look at pictures of me and go, oh, no. So I went to my guitar, grabbed my guitar angrily, and I was like, I looked over the couch, and she's like, see if I got any. No, she's still scrolling. She's still laughing. I'm like, actually, pandas are actually really dangerous. And she's like, no, they don't have any natural defenses. They barely stay alive. They're almost extinct. I'm like, actually, they can shoot lasers from their eyes. I gotta tell you what happens next, guys. I lied about pandas a lot. So much I wrote this song called Death by Panda. Ah, you heard it, okay. Sadie requested this. Is Sadie here? Okay. You want to get up and dance and act crazy? That's all right. I'm going to just pull the lyrics up because there's a part of me that would hate to mess up on this. So, and they say that if you know all your lyrics to all your songs, you haven't written enough songs yet. So, I'm working on it. So, what do I got to say about this song? In June, I put this song on a Panda reel. I just slapped it on there while we were on tour last time and didn't think much about it. Yeah, I know, right? And then you wake up and it's like, oh, that's got 1 million views on it, you know. And then you wake up the next day, it's like, oh, that's got 10 million views on it. And so last I checked, it's got like 26 million views, and it's been crazy. And so I'm just hope that enough people will tag Jack Black or the guy who does the Death by, or the movies. I didn't write it for that, but I would be happy to contribute to that soundtrack. All right, so here it is. I've got it, Death by Panda. Feel free to join in with me on the chorus. It goes, Death by Panda. You'll get it, you'll get it. The true thing about this song is that, does anybody know what you call a group of pandas? Only because of me. Well, this is one of the Google searches I did. A group of pandas is called an embarrassment of pandas. Yeah, like a gaggle of geese, a murder of crows, an embarrassment of pandas. So I didn't make that part up, that's true. Pandas will melt your face, turn your bones to paste, destroy the human races on their things to do list. Pandas can read your mind, shoot lasers from their eyes, and there's no place to hide. They're reading all your emails. Look out! Death by Panda. You got it. And Death by Panda. It's not just black and white. Panda will blow your mind and kick your behind. It's pandemonium. World domination is their goal. They'll devour your mortal soul, eat you up like an egg roll. You better say your prayers and go. Death by Panda. You gotta be more angry. More angry. Yeah! They want you to think they're cute and cuddly. No, their intentions are so ugly. It's such an embarrassment. You'll wonder where you went when they wrap you up in bamboo and eat you like a taco. Look out! A panda. I think I got it. Show me that anger one more time. Yeah! Death by Panda. Death by Panda. Pandas that don't fight fair, they'll use your toothbrush to comb their hair, then stretch out your underwear. They're a deceptive kind of bear. Death by Panda. Death by Panda. Death by Panda. Yeah! I remember you called me one day, and you're like, hey, what are you doing? And I'm like, for a grown man, I feel like I'm spending a lot of time on a song called Death by Panda. But then we got that royalty check in. Apparently, 26 million views, you actually get paid for that. So, that's right. What a blessing for such a silly song. Thank you, guys. Maybe I should have played that last, because I feel like that we might have peaked. Everything else is like, the lonely days. Did anybody have a song that maybe I performed last time that you would want to hear? Or didn't? Oh, yeah, I love Let It Rain. And this shows you, we could say the spontaneity of the way I like to write. Some days it's very ridiculous. Some days it's very heartfelt and serious. I think It's like a musical schizophrenia, but let's say spontaneous. So this is called Let It Rain. And again, this is about embracing the good things that God gives us and the hard things that we encounter and that He remains by our side for. And what I love about this is I've had so many people, and it still continues to happen. I'll play a show and they'll say, oh, that line, the line you said, he never said sorry. No, he never will, but it's time to let it go. And I have had so many men and women with tears in their eyes just reach. I can just tell that there's a lot of unforgiveness. And here's the thing, I mean, there's a lot of bad. Like, there's some legitimate pain that other people have dished out onto innocent and naive and young people. And those things follow us, don't they? And sometimes we have to not just forgive them once, but we have to forgive them every time it comes up. We have to let go every time. So this is called Let It Rain. It's only in your head. It's only in your precious head. Oh no, come on now, you got to let it go. All the things you say and all the things you never said. Oh, oh, come on now, you got to let it go. It's gonna be rain, yeah, it's always rain. It's gonna be alright someday. Gonna be rain, Lord, let it rain. You got to let it go. All the world's a stage. Yeah, all the world's an empty page. Well, come on now, you got to let it go. When all the world's asleep, but your heart is wide awake. Oh no, come on, love, you got to let it go. It's gonna be rain, it is always rain. It's gonna be alright someday. Gonna be rain, Lord, let it rain. Oh, you've got to let it go. No, he never said sorry. No, he never will. Oh, no. Come on, child, it's time to let it go. Take out that knife stuck in your chest. Oh, oh. Come on now, you got to let it go. It's gonna be rain, it's always rain. It's gonna be alright someday. Gonna be rain, Lord, let it rain. Oh, you got to let it go. It's gonna be rain, it's always rain. It's gonna be alright someday. Gonna be rain, Lord, let it rain. It's time to let it go. It's time to let it go. Yeah, you've got to let it go. Ah, you've got to let it go. Thank you. And my heart is that, thank you so much. Thank you. My heart is that helps. I mean, that's the thing. I think there's a lot of music in the world, and I'll try not to launch into a, when I was your age, but as soon as I turn 50 tomorrow, I can really do whatever I want, right? Like that's the joy of getting older. Back whenever I was your age, kids, we had real music on the radio. I just think about what I was brought up with, and I had songs like "I Love You Just the Way You Are." Like that was like, that's what they were trying to express. Don't go changing to try to please me. I love you just the way you are. We're slip sliding away. The nearer your destination, the more like these really poetic and amazing lyrics that I grew up with. It's not that way anymore. Like our children, the mainstream is not that way. It's so bad I can't even say that they're the lyrics. They're not lyrics. They're just really bad words. So we guarded our children's ears. And it pleases me so much to hear their playlist now. I mean, they've got, and of course, my less than humble opinion, they've got amazing taste in music. You know, when you're driving down the road with them, you're gonna hear something cool. But moreover, you're gonna hear something that brings joy. You know, we're warned in the Bible about speaking life and death. The power of that is in our tongue. And if you can imagine the power of speaking it, imagine the power of singing it over and over. So I wanted to put out something, all my albums, I want to put out something that when people heard it back, they're like, oh, yeah, okay, I get that. That makes me feel better. So, I mean, except Death by Panda. That was, I don't know. There's got some redemption to it. They shoot lasers from their eyes. Okay. Well, let's see. I've got so many songs. Would you like to hear a sweet song that I wrote for my wife? Or would you like to hear a salty song that I wrote for my wife? Well, why not do both? I mean, I'm not going anywhere. You guys have tacos. Let's do this. All right. This is called Lady and the Tramp. It really is. It's funny, I've never introduced that and someone laughed before. But I see why now. Having said that out loud. I'm walking down the street where you live. I'd give anything to give you these flowers in my hand. Would you mind if I keep walking by and by until I find the courage deep inside to ring your bell? You see, I think it started years ago when we watched each other grow. I was just a boy, barely 10, and now I feel just like Lady and the Tramp. You're my lady, I'm your scamp, and though it's not what we had planned, I think we all those nights I wondered why we shared the same dislikes, the same regrets. We both hate cigarettes, and so I knew if there were ever gonna be two people who could see eye to eye, it'd be you and it'd be me. There comes a time in everybody's life where they wonder if a spouse could mean the end of lonely nights. So we take a chance, go on a limb. Yeah, we pray that we can swim, hold our breath, dive on in. I'm walking down the street by your house. I'm as timid as a mouse with a lion of a heart, and I don't think I can stop myself from asking you this question that won't linger. There's a ring here that will only fit your finger. here. Lady. I was the tramp in that. Like she was the lady. I mean, it's Beauty and the Beast, but I feel like I need to say it. I'm the Beast. People marvel at how we could be married for 21 and a half years, because you get to count halves after 20. It really has so much to do with God. And I don't think that we're out of the water. And the reason I say that is because I've seen people who have been together longer than that, and they have fallen apart, especially after the kids move out. We couldn't wait. I couldn't wait for the kids to move out. I was like, I married her. You guys just came along, but she's the one I want. Is that wrong to say? It's true. I got chills. They're multiplying. That's play that for you later. So, but the goodness of God is that we just didn't, like, when we first got together, we came up from two completely different houses, and it was very much, and if you want to grab the mic when I start talking about this and come up and join me, please do. It was very much a concept that I came from a very domineering and strong alpha father, and she came from a very strong mother. And so it was one of those times we were like, we didn't mesh well. We were great together, but at the same time, we had so many edges that needed knocking off. And so I just remember those early years, it was so much about clinging to God and losing my ego, which again, that's something that David's been talking about, that losing ego. And really, it's not just losing, it's killing the ego, because it's a painful situation. And you realize that you're doing it, or really God is doing it for us. He's doing it in us and through us. But on the other side of that, we found so much joy, so much, you have to learn how to communicate. I always say you have to learn how to fight with someone you love. But you would say you have to learn how to communicate in a fight with someone you love. But it's important because, I don't know. Anyway, I didn't know where I was going with that. Did you want to say anything about that? That was it? Okay. Oh, so we should do the sultry song. Is it sultry? Salty. I guess, yeah. Sassy. So after 20 years of marriage, you have to write a better love song for your wife, right? You can't just be like, girl, I love you like the bees love the honey. I want to take you for a walk and maybe get some chocolates. I just want to take you for a walk and get some chocolates. Take you for a walk, get some chocolates. I know you love the chocolates. Don't act like you don't love the chocolates. Actually, that would probably work, but I didn't go that route. And this was during the pandemic, so if it seems, I've had people call me out, especially maybe more Christian-minded people. They're like, how could you write such a deviant song? And I'm like, what are you talking about? What song are you talking about? And they're like, The Big Bad Wolf. And I'm like, it never occurred to me, I really wrote this with such an innocent heart, it never occurred to me that this would be considered deviant by somebody. So please, let me preface this with, if you will, put this song with a video in your mind of Pepe Le Pew chasing around the cat that got the white stripe down her back, because that's pretty much the concept of it. All right, this is called The Big Bad Wolf. Please howl with me if you would like to. Well, I'm the one comes in your dreams at night. I'm the one who comes steal away the light. You're Red Riding Hood, baby, the big bad wolf. I'm the footsteps that you thought you heard. I'm the one who calls but never says a word. I'm the breath you hear down the end of the line. You're Red Riding Hood, baby, I'm the bad wolf. Don't hear me coming, won't see me coming when I come for you. I'm on the hunt, little girl. I'm on the hunt for you. It won't be good thing you can say I'll pray, you can pray, I want little thing you can do. Yeah, baby, I'm the big bad wolf. I'm the big bad wolf. You can run and hide. You know I like it. It takes a little while. You get a head start, babe. I like to take my time. I'm the footsteps you thought you heard. I'm the one who called but never says a word. I'm the icy cold feeling creeping down your spine. Red Riding Hood, and baby, I'm the bad wolf. Won't hear me coming, won't see me coming when I come for you. I'm on the hunt, little girl. I'm on the hunt for you. Won't be a thing you can say that I pray, you can pray, and I want little thing you can do. Yeah, baby, I'm the big bad wolf. It's a fun story. We used to, in my parents' furniture store, it was a big furniture store, we used to play hide and seek. So whenever I say you can run and you can hide, my mind is flashing back to hiding between all those recliners. On your Halloween, I'm your trick or treat. On your wedding day, honey, I'm your cold feet. I like it slow. Yeah, that's just my style. And I'm the shadow in your backseat. I'm the sweetness in your poison drink. I'm the apple you probably shouldn't bite. You're Red Riding Hood, and baby, I'm the bad wolf. Won't hear me coming, won't see me coming when I come for you. I'm on the hunt, little girl. I'm on the hunt for you. Won't be a thing you can say that I pray, you can pray, and I want a little thing you can do. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, baby, I'm the big bad wolf. Oh, I'm the big bad wolf. I'm the big bad wolf. Thank you. That was a fun song written with a playful heart. And I did find it on a playlist somewhere in Norway. I think I might have told you guys this, but I found it on a playlist called Synchronized Ice Skating Choreography. So I just can't wait. I know something good is coming out of Norway. I haven't found it yet, but I was hoping it would show up in the Olympics. That would have been really nice. Apparently, I didn't watch the Olympics, but I would have for that. That and the breakdancing I would have watched for. I've seen so many memes. I don't know what happened exactly. And I'm not saying I could do better. I don't think I could. But it looked a lot like me skateboarding at 40. All right. Whew. You guys want to hear anything? Are we done? What was that? More? Okay. One person said more. That's an encore. All right. Yes. Thank you so much. Jerry, could I trouble you for that water over there, please? I'm drinking this tea up here, and it's dehydrating me. Do you want to say anything? I love that you said something, do you want to say anything at all? Oh, you're going to tell me what to play. That's my girl. Well, this is a new song I'm working on called Valentine. I've been working on it for a while, but I think it's getting closer. And it's kind of parabolic in the sense that the chorus is, come on in, the water's fine. Well, that's a call for those friends of mine who don't yet know the Lord. It's like, listen, you're afraid. I get that. You don't want to say you're afraid because of pride and ego, but you're afraid. Come on in. The water's fine. And then you don't have to waste your time. I'd be yours if you'd be mine, my Valentine. So what it's really about is not exactly what it sounds like it's about. So let's do it. You keep fighting the fight with your woman. I can tell you how it started, can tell you how it ends. People in fashion, all the latest trends, will take all your money, leave you rags in the end. Yeah, the boy on the stoop's the girl on his mind. Cupid taking aim with the apple of his eye. Tightrope walker with a clear blue sky. Race car driver at the front of the fine, but you don't have to waste your time, and I'd be yours if you be mine, oh my Valentine. You see, love is the answer, love's all around, love will keep us together. Cracked myself up. Love is the answer, love's all around, love will keep us together, but I don't know how, cause love don't pay the rent and the rent's due now. We can love all we want, but we're getting kicked out. Sometimes life is good, sometimes life is fine, sometimes it's bloody, it justice seems blind. Question becomes what to do with your time. Will you waste it away, or will you really live life? Fine. You don't have to waste your time. I'd be yours if you be mine, oh my Valentine. See, everybody's dying on their deathbed. Everybody's crying from the things that they said. Everybody's trying now to make amends. Don't let it be too little, too late, my friend. Everybody's dying now to make amends. Don't let it be too little, too late, my friend. And because I really like that chorus. Come on in, the water's fine. You don't have to waste your time. I'd be yours if you be mine, oh my Valentine, my Valentine. Thank you so much. Writing songs about things that they're not really about. They're about, but they're not about. It's my genre. Well, let's see. You know what would be fun? Completely fun and completely unpracticed, unprepared. Your lovely worship leader, Sheila, like, have we ever sang together? But don't you think that's wrong? Right? So I've got this song that I wrote that's a gospel song. And I could have, we've been texting about this for months, or I could have mentioned it one time in those multitude of texts, but I didn't, just so we could spontaneously do this right now. How does it sound? Here's the thing, I needed, everybody give it up for Sheila, guys, come on. Yeah, grab the microphone there. So, I'm going to need you to summon your inner gospel choir for this. The whole choir, that's right. So I wrote this song called Faith is Proof, and it actually was inspired by Hebrews, you know, how faith it was the heroes of the faith. And so, yeah, but it doesn't sound like that. It sounds like, right? Kind of got this little, so like, I'm going to say something like, here come the preacher. And can you do like, I don't know, like, here he come, or something like that.
I mean,
You look like I, in some way, accosted you. Like, are you okay? Was my falsetto that?
Challenge accepted.
All right.
Wait, what was it again? He?
Whatever you want to say. Whatever you want to say. I like summon the inner gospel 70-year-old Aretha Franklin inside you and let it go, all right?
Okay.
I'm going to slow this down just a little bit. That way you got lots of time to think about it. Here come the preacher. I was kind of expecting something right there.
I don't know when to do it. Okay.
No, okay, you're right. It's
Just
fine.
whenever?
Just whenever. It's fine.
Feel it,
It really,
okay.
yeah.
All right.
Here come the preacher, walking up on the beach. Said it's so nice to meet you. Do you practice what you preach? Say it's a long way to heaven. Okay, I gotta be honest with you. I was thinking that maybe let's try this.
I think it's like it's like
Yeah.
too high a little bit.
Oh, then do it lower. Do it lower. Yeah, yeah. So let's just probably like that. Here come the preacher. Here come the preacher.
Oh, you want me to echo you? I
Yeah,
thought you
just-
wanted me to do the he. I'm like.
Oh no, I
It's
wasn't
like-
saying he. You know, that was just a bad impression of what I want you to do. Again, all of this could have been avoided with an email, but that's not how I like to roll. All right. And Sheila is the daughter of the house.
Is that what-
Yeah, you
Oh,
got it. Yeah.
Okay, I'm with you.
Okay.
Tracking.
Track.
Woo.
I could have made this easy for her, but no. Friends
My
don't
life
do
has
that.
never been easy, so just there's that.
Just doing it the hard way. Hey, here come the preacher.
Here comes a preacher.
That's right. That was perfect. Yeah, give it up for Sheila. Come on now.
I'll get better. I'll get better.
Here come the preacher,
Here comes a preacher.
walking up on the beach. They say it's so nice to meet you.
So nice to meet you.
You practice what you preach.
Practice what you preach.
Say it's a long way to heaven, and it's a short trip to hell. Some people spend their whole lives acting like somebody else.
Somebody else.
Now you can talk all you want, you can make up some truth, got nothing to show. I said faith is proof. Faith is proof. Give me a little faith is proof there. Give me a little. Faith is proof. Are you that note? Faith is proof. Yeah, down low, yeah. I'm gonna do. Faith is proof. You have tacos, yeah.
You never eat before you sing.
No, I didn't eat. This is again.
Okay.
I could have avoided this awkwardness, but I chose not to. Yeah. Faith is proof.
Faith is proof.
Oh, let your faith be your proof.
Faith be proof.
Here comes Saint Sheila, walking up on the street. I say Sheila, where you going, girl? She said, I got somewhere to be.
Somewhere to be.
She said, the Lord is coming back today. I said, honey, this day feels like 1,000 years. She said, don't you be surprised, child, when it shows up right here.
Right here.
Yeah. Now you can talk all you want, you can make out some truth, but if you got nothing to show, I say, faith is proof.
Faith is proof.
Let your faith be your proof.
Faith be proof.
That's right, let your faith be your proof.
Faith be proof.
All right, I need a back. He's got it. I need some clapping. You guys ready? Give me a little back.
I like that.
Yeah, let your faith be your proof.
Faith be proof.
Let your faith be your proof.
Faith be proof.
All right, you ready for this third verse? I think you're gonna like it.
don't know.
You're like, I have no idea, Rob. I
Let's
don't
do
want to
it.
be here right now. All right, here we go. Well, here come the Lord. Oh, watch him outshine the sun. His glory goes out before him,
Out before
unravels
him.
all that we've done. he got time in his right hand,
His right hand.
his mercy nailed through his left. He is beginning and end, child, and he ain't finished yet.
Ain't finished yet.
Now you can talk all you want, you can make us all true, but if you got nothing to show, I said faith is proof.
Faith is proof.
Ooh, let your faith be your proof.
Faith be proof.
Let your faith be your proof. Let your faith be your proof.
Woo.
Yeah.
Those are like some tough lyrics, though, to be funny. Like, oh, man.
That was amazing, Sheila. That was so good. That made it. Everybody, big hand. Sheila, you're such a good sport. I wouldn't have done that. Yeah. Well, you know what? If after this I get to come back to House of Restoration, we're gonna have that nailed down, aren't we? She's gonna be like, faith is proof, yes. That was so fun. That only took like 25 years for us to sing a song together. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I wrote a song about getting older, and since tomorrow's my birthday, I feel an obligation to sing this song. One thing I realized getting older is the concept that the people who were older than you when you were kids, you thought, I thought, we thought that they had it all figured out. Deception. To a degree. Now, no, there are certain things we do figure out. God is good, God is love, God is righteousness, God is justice. These things we figure out, but we still don't know. I have a friend who wrote such a great line. He said, eternity to the finite mind, the oceans can't fit in a cup. And I love that. I love that. You can fill as much water from the ocean that you can inside this cup. You can know everything there is to know inside this cup. Still don't know anything. Yeah. I love kids. I mean, I'm happy mine are grown, but yeah, I love them though because it's good stuff. All right, I forgot what I was gonna play. Oh, I'm getting old. Thanks. Thanks, wife. Let me tell you guys a story about 5th grade with my wife. So I was not much of a singer. I was a very shy kid. If you can imagine that, I was an extremely shy kid. And my lovely wife was, she was watching me at the end of 5th grade, and I did the song like America the Beautiful. And the pianist, the librarian / pianist in our school, she thought it was gonna be another America song. So she started playing the wrong song, and then I kind of got a little jumbled. And at the end of it, of course I did this and I wanted to impress her. Like my whole life has been trying to impress you. It still is. But, yeah, Death by Panda, right? So I went up to her and I was like, trying to get her to notice me. I was like, hey, I just sang up there. And she's like, yeah, you did. And I was like, yeah, but I kind of messed up. Yeah, you did. Listen, man, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed from that moment to this moment here. I mean, she's grown more beautiful, but her honesty still wounds. So this is called The Game. And again, it may seem like this is a song about one thing, but you won't have to dig very hard to see who it's about. When I was young, I listened carefully, believed the things they believed. Parents and teachers, the collective whole, must know everything I didn't know. Now I'm here at my parents' age. I dress the part, I take center stage, make believing that I'm such the sage. But you know, that's the game. No matter how old we get, truth is we're all faking it, yeah. 'Cause I've been caught and I've been torn apart, shown the light, I've known the dark. Oh, I've been torn from head to heart, and I know that's the game. The scope of life must be grander than any one person here can comprehend. No, it's important, don't misunderstand, but you know that's the game. Doesn't matter if you're fast or slow. It doesn't matter if you stay or go. It doesn't matter what you think you know, 'cause you know that's the game. No matter how old we get, truth is we're still faking it. 'Cause I've been caught and I've been torn apart, been shown the light, I've known the dark. Oh, I've been torn from head to heart, and I know that's the game. But there's a light and it's beautiful. It longs to live inside us all. Breathe our breath and to make us whole. And I know it's not a game. Oh, I know it's not a game. Yeah, I've been caught and I've been torn apart, been torn the light, I've known the dark. Oh, I've been torn from head to heart, and you know that's the game. There's a light that's beautiful. It longs to live inside us all, to breathe our breath and to make us whole. And I know it's not a game. And I know it's not a game. Thank you very much. Thanks for letting me play my birthday song. That's what we learn. We learn when we get older that we're all learning. And again, it goes back to what you guys are preaching, humility. Okay, I'm going to do maybe like 2 more songs. I don't want to stretch you guys out too far. Is there anybody left? Everybody leave? Oh, there's still people here. Wonderful. How exciting. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to overstay my welcome. You guys are so kind to have me back, and Ben does really wish he could be here. So I'll send him. Actually, I'll do the opposite. I'll be like, they didn't even mention you, Ben. Nobody even remembered you. You did. Yeah, that's fair. No, I'll send them your love. Okay, I don't know what song to play right now. So, ooh. Yeah, is your birthday's coming up? What day? What day? Oh, it's coming up. You know what? I feel like we need to do happy birthday to you. What's your name? I love that name. Do you go by Rob for short? Right on. This is going to be doubly fun. Robert, here we go. You guys ready to sing happy birthday to Robert? Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Robert. Happy birthday to you. And many more, my friend. Many more. That was a good selection. Fantastic. I feel happy about that. Okay, let's see. I wrote out so many songs because I knew I wanted to share them with you, and I know I'm not going to get to all of them. So, I have a sad song. Is anyone in a sad mood? I'll tell you the story, and I'll let you decide. I'll tell you the story of this song and another song. I was at a wedding. So, this is a sad song? So I was at the wedding, and the bride was gushing, and she was beautiful, and she's like, oh, looking at her groom. And the groom was like dashing and handsome, and he was looking at his bride like, I love you, I'll always love you. But I looked over at the best man. I was like, uh-oh, someone's in love with the bride. Yeah, because he was all like, and I'm like, dude, you should have told her. So I wrote a song about this called You Never Will. I kind of put it like this, a spin on it, kind of like he didn't tell her because of honorable reasons. But so are you interested in that? Or I could sing a happier song about New Mexico. I could sing, what's that? Both. You guys are going to kick me out of here pretty soon. I know you are. Preference? Happy? Sad. Sad first, then the happy. All right. See, that's why you need to come to all my shows. This is called You Never Will. And just for anybody, any young man out there who happens to be madly in love with someone that's not married, not my wife, someone walk over to you and be like, I love you. I need to put parameters on that. So if you really adore somebody, I think the worst thing you can do is to not tell them. You know, if I hadn't said boldly what I said to you and made my stance clear about my intentions for you, you know, if I'd been like, oh, yeah, that's cool, bring him down, and I will shake his hand and be like, hey, man, wish I was you. I guess I can be your best man. No. That's not how we play. So, be bold. This life is passing by so quickly anyway, you might as well be bold. And if she says no, respect that. Don't stalk her. We walk these gallowed streets, all the shadows lifting up, dodging puddles at our feet, reflect the sky above. You stand there with hands on hips, perfect smile upon your face, laughing at our pithy quips, at the human race. You'll never ask, and I'll never tell. If you don't know by now, then you never will. You never will. Clouds that parted perfectly on your wedding day. The clouds clear just in time, not a spot of rain, just a touch of gray. The handsome groom, he took your hand, a hand handed him your ring, the piano arpeggiates, and we begin to sing. You never ask, and I'll never tell. And if you don't know by now, then you never will. You never will. You never ask, and I'll never tell. And if you don't know by now, then you never will. You never will. You never will. Had I never seen your face, I'd be a lesser man. Had I never known your grace, I'd never understand. And love, it isn't polished brass, not even wedding cake. Love is the moment that we have before we wake. Sad song, right? But it also kind of makes me angry. Now that I've written it, it's like, why didn't you just say something long before that? Even, what do you think? Do you say something in that scenario, or do you not? I'd love to hear women have a voice on this. Yes, say something? Yes? Wait, are you asking me? Listen, I know that your name is Jerry and Ben's name is Ben, and Ben and Jerry is a cute couple name, but you're my gal. No, I won't go there. Okay, that's interesting. Thank you for letting me know. Okay. I'm still angry at the guy in my mind. Okay, so I do have this song that's a little more fun. It's called, What's Something You Said to Me? It's called Just Shut Up and Play Guitar. Do you remember that, babe? You're getting called out now. So I was just talking about things because sometimes I talk about things. Sometimes I write these long soliloquies online and I just say whatever I want to say, like whatever I'm thinking. And it's not meant to divide, but to have an opinion in these days is to divide, right? I mean, I love the people who post like a branch and they're like, this, to show people argue about anything, this is a branch. And it's like, it's a twig, it's a tree. How dare you call that a branch? You hate junipers. So there's always something, right? So this song is, I admit the first line might be harsh and I apologize in advance. It's not meant to be, it's just me being silly. You ready? I feel like I built up the expectations. I don't understand fake eyelashes. I see they're all the rage now with the ladies. But I've never met one other man who said she'd be a 10 if those lashes were more shady. I'm not messing with your master plan. Whole world still will take a scan. Find a screen that blasters you in makeup. But those filters that you use, honey, they're not half as good as you. You're so much prettier right when you wake up. But I can't convince you of yourself. I can't convince anyone else. I'm just thinking to myself, just shut up and play guitar. So when I get to this part, I want you guys to join me. Unless you can't say shut up. You can say hush up. We cool? So it'll be like na 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 na. Just shut up and play guitar. Na 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 na. na 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 na. Just hush up and play guitar. Well, I don't understand the art of politics. Maybe I do far too well. Oh, they promise us that golden road while they lead us down to the depths of hell. When I hear about each political side, they fill their heart with pomp and pride. I just have to roll my eyes, 'cause man, it's all the same. It's the left wing and the right. They're the same bird they forgot. It's enough to drive a sane man insane. There's a lot of things you could focus on. There's a lot that needs to go. There's a lot that gets looked over. There's a lot we'll never know. There's a lot of things we'll never change, but there's a lot of things we can. Yeah, wouldn't life be great if we just loved our fellow man? Just shut up and play guitar. Shut up and play guitar. Na 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 na. Play guitar. We can break it down to the minor pi. We'll raise it right back to the star. Pretty soon the sun is gonna shine. And if the same thoughts roll inside your head, or if you don't like the things I said, tell me, honey, I don't mind, 'cause you can kiss my behind. Na 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 na. And play guitar. All right. Thank you for. I hope that's not offensive to anyone. I can't tell what's offensive anymore. Things that I never thought would be questioned are being questioned right now. It's like, nope. I think it's simpler. I think it's simpler than we're making it. Well, I want to thank you guys again. I'm going to wrap this up because I know we've got kids and it's a school night, and well, we got grown-ups. I don't know if you guys have kids, and it's a school night. But thank you so much. I just want to encourage you from an outsider's perspective. Whenever I'm listening to the worship and I'm feeling the passion that Sheila and the band is pouring into it, and even though I'm 4 hours away and I'm listening to the word that Lisa's preaching and that David's preaching, and it's really encouraging. I'm honored to come here and get to be a part of what I would call a healthy church. I have no doubt this is where we would go if we lived in Oklahoma City. And it's an honor to come here. Thank you for having me at your house. I appreciate that. All right, then. I wrote this song, and I shot a video. The video was me holding up a sign in my hometown that said "Free Hugs." Yeah, this video was shot March 9th, 2020. Everyone's doing the math. It's like, but that was right before. That's right. Yeah, which in one aspect of it, it was really nice to get all those hugs because I wasn't going to get any hugs for the next 2 years, you know. And as you can see, it's one of my itemized list of things that's interesting about me. Good hugger, yeah. People come to me a lot and they're like, are you really a good hugger? And I'm like, well, it depends, because some people hug different ways. You know, some people just bear hug, and I feel like I've accomplished the bear hug. Some people side hug, and I totally get that, totally respect that. One little girl, she just ran up and everything, it was like one of those face huggers, attached to me. And anyway, the video is very special to me. This song is called "Can You Be Loved?" And the song is special to me because it asks the most important question in the world. I hate to think that there's people out there who feel like they can't receive the love of God. Because most of the time that means that there was some deep wound within their childhood that made them feel like they had to cut off reception, any kind of reception, to protect themselves. And so the question that this song asks is the most important question of all: can you be loved? And if anyone's here that's ever struggled with that, I would just say, if you're asking the question, the answer is always, always yes. You can be loved. You're not unlovable. You are lovable by the one who has redeemed everything. So I have a lot of letters, baby. They remain inside a box. And I have a lot of issues, darling. I'd like to stay lost. Not every eye can see, not every ear can hear, and not every human heart knows how to feel. Can you feel it, baby? Can you be loved? I have a lot of comments, baby. They remain inside my head. Not everything I think, my darling, is meant to be said. Well, not everyone in jail needed to be caught. Not everything for sale needs to be bought. Can you buy it, baby? Can you be loved? Can you be loved, darling? And can you learn to let it go? Or can you swallow your fears and dry all your tears? Won't you trade them out for some better years? You can do it, babe. You can be loved. I have a lot of friends now, baby. They just need to be hugged. Sometimes we all need someone to show us we're loved. Yeah, when the world is crashing down, you feel no one is around, and all you want to do is hide underground. Can you dig it, baby? Can you be loved? I just remember this time I was performing, and this lady, she's a fellow singer, and I've known her. And that day she buried her last son. And she was at the bar, and she was just burying her head on the table and in drink and in sorrow. I sat down beside her and I just listened to her. And she was just started talking to me. The next thing you know, she was just sobbing in my arms and crying, telling me she was sorry. And I knew in that moment I had become her son. And just for a moment, so that she could say what she needed to say to her son. But what I was thankful for was I got to be Jesus. And, you know, in the middle of this bar, I got to hold this daughter of Christ. I don't know if she was a believer. I don't know. But I know she was a daughter, and she needed arms around her. And in the middle of that loud, crazy ruckus, I just sat there and held her and let her cry. I think God will use you wherever you are to do whatever He needs accomplished, in whatever way it will bring Him glory and honor. And I think our job is to offer ourselves to Him and say, yes, Lord, I'm here. Here I am, Lord. Send me. Can you be loved, darling? Can you learn to let it go? Can you swallow your fears, dry all your tears? Won't you trade them out for some better years? You can do it, babe. can be loved. Thank you so much. Thank you for letting me come be with them. Oh, I forgot David was supposed to come up in the middle of this. So I guess this is the middle. David, come on up.
Have you enjoyed some guy named Rob? Telling you. Me too. Me too. I love his authenticity. Is that a word? That's a big word, isn't it?
It is today.
You hear me say quite frequently here at the house, be you, do what you do. And I'm so thankful for Rob and that he's going around the United States and maybe even the world, I guess. In some, you travel worldwide too?
So, yeah, we're going to England and France.
England and France, okay. So just lifting up Jesus, just loving people. And man, it just really blessed me tonight. How about you? Amen. We just, so he's blessed us, and we just want to bless him tonight with a love gift. And I'm going to ask, let's see, Colin, are you out there? And James, can y'all run back there and grab those two baskets? And we're going to take up a love offering for him. And just got to meet his lovely wife, Jerry, and just sitting there at the table tonight, fell in love with her also. They're just a great couple, and we just love them. I didn't know you tuned in and watched sometimes here, so I'm gonna have to sharpen up a little bit.
I think you're sharp.
Anyway, it's just been an honor to have them. If you're a guest tonight, I think I did see some there back. Like I'm kind of like you. I can't see you out there very much, but thank you for coming tonight. We meet here every Sunday about 10 a.m. and on Wednesdays at 7. It's kind of family night. If you don't have a church home, we would sure love to have you here. We have some great leaders in our church, our youth pastors and children's pastors. They're here tonight, and they all came in here with us this evening. But let's just flip the lights up just maybe halfway back there where I can kind of maybe at least see some of you and just kind of wave at you and welcome you. There you are, over here and over here. Welcome to the house. Let's welcome them tonight. Amen. God bless you. Good to see Teresa and Robert and Diana here tonight, too, as well. So, Sheila? Yes. Okay. Yeah, if you don't have cash or check tonight, we're going to pray over this. Just hold up just a second, guys. We're going to bless this so we get more, okay? James and Colin, if y'all come back, come back up here. Boy, they are ready to go. They are ready to go. I'm sorry about that. I probably didn't make my instructions clear, but we're going to pray over this first, and then they may even want to give some more. Who knows? But, we're going to bless this offering tonight. And, again, Sheila mentioned it. We do have a Givelify here. She's going to set up a way for you to give there on Givelify if you don't have a cash or a check offering tonight. But you told me something about this tonight, too. You don't charge for any of your stuff, just a donation. So if there's a T-shirt or a CD up here, a DVD, all kinds of different things here, if you can, please bless him with a donation. But he said if you can't and money's tight right now, he'll give it to you. I appreciate that, don't you? And again, I think we're going to bless him tonight in a great way. Lord, I just pray over this offering we're about to receive tonight. I just thank you for givers. Lord, I love investing. You already laid on my heart what to give tonight, and I've already made out my check. But I just love blessing people that I believe in what they're doing. Lord, they're doing things that I can't do, and yet I can plant some seed in their ministry. So tonight's our opportunity to bless some guy named Rob and Jerry, and just thank you for their ministry. And Lord, just give them traveling mercy as they journey on west tonight towards New Mexico and Colorado on their schedule. Lord, just give them increase and favor, and just let it be a special time together for them and then for all the audiences, Lord, that they'll be ministering to. Thank you, Lord. Just bless now this offering, we pray. Amen. God bless you. If you've already given, they're going to come by one more time in case you didn't get a chance. But man, thank you. Bless you. God bless you.
Thank you so much. And these shirts, my wife doesn't want me to come home with them. So If you don't, yeah, yeah. So please take as many as you will wear. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Oh, these are lyrics and song titles. You can go try it on if you want.